know she babe. Picking up a planet with a press on it. It's easier holding you down.
My guest Janelle says she's been getting messages making fun of her weight, insulting her kids, and threatening to call CPS on her. And she is convinced that her former best friend Alyssa is behind it all. She wants Alyssa's phone unlocked to find out the truth. Now, we'll talk to Janelle shortly, but let's start with Alyssa and hear her side of this story. How are you doing?
Good, how about you?
I'm good, may I have a hug?
Of course.
This necklace is so cute.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. All right, so you gotta tell me, why is Janelle convinced you're behind these messages?
Cause she is the queen of accusations.
Is she?
Yes.
Okay.
She don't start off with, you know, did you do it, what happened, or nothing like that. She start off with letting you know you the one wrong, you did it wrong. Like, she's that's who she is.
Did you read the messages?
Yes, I read the messages, and they were nasty. Like, they were talking about her kids. They were talking about her living situation. They were, whoever it was, like, they were speaking on my behalf, which is why when I read it, it was like I felt the need to apologize because I don't need a person to speak on my behalf.
So interesting. You apologized even though it wasn't you doing the messages?
Of course, because that's my friend. Well, it was my friend.
Oh, got it. Okay, then. Was it your number? Was it a number that you knew?
No, it was, and you know, it was a different number. It was actually it was a text now number. I tried to do my detective work to see if I can unlock who it was, but I couldn't. You know, it was all dead end. So
nowadays, it seems to be so easy for like screenshots to just be like fake, or like scenarios to be fake, that things that you can't see physically with your own eyes. And not even just that, but like, you know, if you feel like there's something funny about a situation, or like a screenshot, or like, you know, because there's so much AI now, and there's so much editors and editing, and like there's so many people that unfortunately do weird stuff like catfishing and like being like a menace in people's lives for some reason. Like, even if you don't want to think like that, or like you don't want to feel like you would ever do anything like that, just try to trust your instincts with stuff like this, because it would probably be easier for her to believe that her friend is saying all these nasty things if it looks like it's her face and her account, and it looks like she'd be on there. But it's like, you never know if unfortunately someone's getting like played with, or like hacked, or not even hacked, just like somebody's around them that's like toying in their life a little bit. Like, you literally never know unless you really know.
The fact that you respected her, Janelle, from what I'm hearing, because I want to make sure this is clear, that you're like, no, I'm not going to pick her up now because you said she don't want to be in order. But then Janelle called, or was it the daughter that called?
Her daughter called.
Her daughter called.
Yep.
And said, Mom said I can come now.
She said I could go.
Did you ever at that point call Janelle and say, hey, I have a friend that's coming to pick her up?
I called, she didn't answer, I hung up, and you know, just let it be, because she had already called. So I figured her daughter had talked, and you know, she let her know that, oh yeah, you could go today.
Okay, got it. I understand now. And then how long after this whole situation did she start receiving the text?
That next night. So that was
it was
Friday.
like immediate.
Yes,
Okay.
that Friday, that happened. And then Saturday night is when she got the messages.
Got it. Okay, then.
But yeah, even though it's easy to feel like something that you see is just what it is, it's just not always like that. Like, sometimes you do have to do further digging and use your discernment. Like, trust is only that, and it's so scary.
Let's meet Janelle and hear her side of the story. So come on out, Janelle. Hi, Janelle.
Hi, how
Thank
you
you for
doing?
being here. So I have to ask you, why do you think she sent those texts?
Alyssa needs to start holding herself accountable. We are getting too old for the manipulation she keep constantly putting down, and it's obvious in the messages. It's obvious in the messages, Alyssa. Who else will send something like that?
Wait, so you telling me that I sent messages speaking
yes, you had
on my
and then
behalf?
For you to, and it was
I
obvious
sent you messages speaking on my
You didn't want to
behalf.
bring your new friend involved. You trying to say she felt some type of way, so it's obvious it was you, because you was upset
Now, where did
about the
this story come
situation
from?
that happened that night.
Now, how did we switch? Now, the question that you asked her, how did you get the answer?
No,
Exactly.
Not really.
So I'm getting that it's a number, a text now number. that she's giving these messages from, so she doesn't know who it could be from. How is she gonna automatically assume it's really the because it could be the kid, the child that did that for real. And then again, why does she want it to be her so bad, being like that? Like, even though it's a coincidence, like things can be coincidental, it's still not fact unless you really write something in stone. It can be a coincidence that I just so happen to find $5 on the counter at the gas station, and somebody after that goes, hey, I lost my $5. That doesn't mean the $5 I found was theirs. It's very likely, but it literally doesn't technically mean that was their $5 because we didn't see whose $5 that was. I just found it in my world. And people just want to know everything or be right instead of opening their mind.
You wanted
the question that you asked was not answered.
So my question for you now is, we have a couple of the text messages that were sent to you, all right? It says, look, since she can't tell you she tired of your fat ass bitch, you jealous of our relationship, your kids don't blank, you treat them like a damn friend, but you don't even pay her enough for your hair. She tells me everything. You're using that man, daughter bitch. She can't do your hair again either. You don't know the half I did for her. So you're in the green. You're the green?
Because I replied back because I knew
responded.
exactly who the person was.
She responded.
If it wasn't her new friend,
you knew the person.
You thought you knew the person. It was obvious, and it's obvious that you didn't want to involve.
To be honest, I don't really like drama, to be honest, like personally, but I can only speak for me. Like, some people, sometimes if they have something on their chest and they need to get off, they do that, period. They don't care if it's bringing conflict or drama, or they don't care because, like, maybe they feel the same way. So I feel like if that's so-called her friend that's doing all that, this mystery friend, and this mystery friend is texting this woman on the couch that's complaining about this scenario, she should be able to at least show her face. But at the same time, the way the friend was responding was really combative. So maybe that mystery friend in the first place is scared, or like honestly a coward, because they are going anonymous anyway, like through how they want to talk to this person in the first place. So whether it's the woman she's sitting next to or this mystery friend, she should pick her battles wisely, because if that's somebody I didn't know talking like that, I wouldn't really want to deal with that like combatively. I would protect my kids or protect my own and make sure I know who did it before I get mad.
This your friend name's Tori?
Yeah, my name is Tori.
Okay, so what do you have to add to this?
So what I'm just clarifying just for this moment is...
You look great, by the way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You as well. I just want to be very clear in this whole situation that has come about. It wasn't Janelle that initially accused Alyssa of sending text messages. Alyssa's friend is the one that was accused. Tori was the one that accused Alyssa of sending these text messages, and it was based off of her reaction.
Got it. So you're assuming that Alyssa talked to her friend and told her all your business because she was mad, and then this friend then hit you up. That's what you thought originally?
Yes.
Okay.
Until now,
and that's what you thought originally
like
as well.
she's guilty. You trying to keep your friend out of it.
It will make sense for it to possibly be the friends or the friend's significant other. However, with the messages, if you read the details of the message, like Alyssa just said, it could either be me or her, because we both are her closest friends. Let's be very clear. Tori lives in Atlanta, Georgia. They live in Detroit, Michigan. Both of them together can tell you there's never come a time where Tori has been caught lying, cheating, backbiting, doing wrong, or anything else of the sort. So why would I, out the blue, come up and start sending these kinds of text messages to Janelle? Not just that. Tori had no idea of who the man or the situation that Alyssa.
I love how you talk about yourself in third person. It confuses people here.
When
you talk about yourself in third person, you talk about
who?
You talk about you.
I always am.
You don't have any idea of who this man is. These people.
I didn't know about also too with the daughter and all those things that was mentioned in the message. I found out about those things late. Me and Alyssa that's my boy. That's my home dog. We ride out. We talk to each other every day, all day.
Okay.
Me and Janelle was originally first friends. However, our communication kind of died down.
Honestly, he has a point. It's 7:59. He has a point about that. Like, there's too many details in the text, as if it was like venting behind a curtain a little bit. So maybe that's her choice, like her way of trying to get out how she feels without showing her face, but she's doing it in such a mean way. Like, there's a better way to say how you feel. Like, she's just verbally berating. She's not, like, just saying. He has a point when he's saying, yeah, it would be very unlikely that this is some stranger because they're too invested in their friend's business. Like, literally. I don't know, that's just like a psychology trick or something. Like, there's this game called 2 Truths and 1 Lie. And so you have to kind of make up things that are like a lie about you, and then one thing is true. And people have to guess. And I think it's more likely that there's truth in something if there's a lot of details. I think that's what they say. And if I'm relaying a message, for example, I don't have time for all the details. Personally, I would just say, hey, my friend is dealing with a situation and yada yada. What do I look like as a friend of my friend that's going through stuff, doing the most? I would just make sure the most is not happening.
It's not a have to be though.
Got it.
There are other. It's
Tarama,
not.
I'm sorry.
There are other
if you did a
people
poll in your whole
involved,
entire audience and you give them the facts, if there's only 2 people that know this kind of detailed information, and neither one of these people is the one that said it,
you?
it has to be somebody.
What makes it not you?
Tarama, baby, I
What
take
makes it
7
not
takes
you?
on 7 different shows
You
at 7
said
different
so.
times. And this is how it works, because manipulation is real good, and when you're a manipulative person,
and you good
it works
at it.
good.
You're real
This
good
is
at
how
it.
the
That's why.
conversation ended.
Yeah,
The
you good at it.
conversation ended with,
He's giving me a little insight into the dynamic of y'all's relationship, but he's also giving me insight into how all of y'all respond to conflict or hurt feelings. And so what I'm getting a sense of is that you don't really express how you're feeling, and sometimes I feel like you sometimes as well. You get hurt by people taking advantage of you. Things have happened, and you take it.
And I have a conversation with
and
somebody
then
else
things happen.
versus allowing
Yes,
what I feel.
and he's giving me, and Tori is giving me all that perspective. I've given it. So what I'm hearing is everything he's saying is
take accountability for something I did not do.
No,
I understand
because
that.
You act like you do no
Janelle,
wrong.
I want to
don't
ask you this.
understand.
Janelle, I want to
not
ask
do
you
it.
this.
Honestly, yeah, like the friend that's getting accused of being so mean, she's like, first of all, a suspect in a way, because she chose to do, whoever did the texting like that chose to do it at such a peculiar time. And then this stranger has this person's number. Her friend is probably one of the only people that have her number, right? So I would tell myself that has something to do with one of the last people I saw as well. Like, and then on top of that, what stranger would really be equipped to have that much information under their belt to then even share in the first place with somebody else? All that business as a friend should be kept like really personal, like especially if it's like stuff like talking about their hair and talking about that didn't pay me enough, and like talking about this weird petty venting stuff and not like real stuff, it just gives more reason to feel like, why can't you just be?
Never done anything like that either.
Right.
So we unlocked your phone to search the messages, past, present, deleted. We wanted to see for you to see if there was any interaction about that, because that would give you some clarity if at least it came from her phone or if she suggested somebody do it. So it's time to unlock the phone.
Why he's so invested? Why is he so invested in their friendship? For real. Like, he's giving the vibe of being like a mediator, but he's like very emotionally invested, like more than maybe he would want to say. So it's like he's kind of really biting at this one friend that got accused, even though she seems to be cleared. He seems to just not like her anyway, for whatever unforsaken reason. And it seems like he just wants to be in the middle of it. And maybe he has like some conflict within himself. Maybe I'm wrong. It just seems like he's very, very, very invested. Like, and he's very defensive of his friend. But it's like, you don't never know. Your friend could be wrong, bro. Your friend could be wrong. Sometimes we don't want to tell ourselves, I'm wrong, he's wrong, she's wrong. We don't want to say things like that, or you don't want to look at your friend any differently sometimes. And that's how that girl feels. She feel like, why would she be saying all these nasty things about me if I've been her friend? Really. And people just don't do what they want to do. What if he did it? They love saying, it's a text now number. It could be anybody in this room. It's a text now number. God, that person caused so much drama. You want to know how people really feel about you? Let somebody talk the most horrid SHIT about you and really kind of have it look like that. See how quick they are to believe that, and then really write that in stone about you. You'll really know how somebody feel about you. Like, really honestly, like, in the heat of a moment, not necessarily. But like, really, them saying who you are, or somebody trying to tell you who you are, or try to see you in a certain light, it's just really telling about their perspective on life, just straight up. And if it's not open-minded, if it's giving narrow-minded, maybe there's a part of you in there that kind of rejects yourself a little bit. I don't know. It's something like that, but like, you know what I'm saying. Like, you should do your own research and gather facts about people on your own, and not accuse people of stuff per se. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but like really pay attention to people, not just what things look like. If you get one answer, you're still gonna want more answers. Like, you can't see everything and feel like that's gonna be the truth. Like, yes, you want to see things for yourself, but sometimes our eyes can be like deceiving, bruh. Like, you know, if you were asleep for a long time or under the sun, if you open your eyes, the world's gonna look a little wild for you for a little bit, but it's gonna fade out, and you're gonna understand, oh, that was just the heat of the moon. Like, I can't look at life like that type. But you know. You don't really actually see these philosophical things in real life until it's literally happening, because it's just talk at first, and then it's like really real life.